At that time when I lifted her up, and she paused and turned around and looked at me, and I said, "You got to go. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do it."
She doesn't want to go.
It was kind of emotional to let it go, because me growing up without a mom and then being next to her today, it was like, oh wow, this is my chance to say, see you later, Mom, and it's good to see you again, and I'll be seeing you again.
A bald eagle flying free today after a long road to recovery. The Audubon Center in Maitland cared for the eagle for the past 3 months after it was injured in a territorial fight.
Very deep wounds, been taloned in the beak area. There was a giant bruise over the entire chest. The wing was rotting out on the inside with tendons exposed.
The center used laser therapy treatments to help heal the eagle's wounds, and Florida is one of the top 3 states for eagle populations.
A call came in Friday about a bald eagle that had been hit on Deal Island Road. Elizabeth Stout, a naturalist at Pocomoke River State Park, assisted in the rescue of this one-of-a-kind bird.
It's one of those animals that you see and you just go, wow. And you make that connection to our national emblem. It's like, that's ours.
The eagle is now in the hands of Tri-State Bird Rescue and Research Center, where it is beginning to show signs of recovery.
The official report that we received was that the bald eagle suffered corneal abrasions and did have a fracture. However, he is self-feeding, he's gaining weight, not flying yet, but is well on his way to healing.
Although bald eagles are not endangered, they are federally protected. Officials here at Pocomoke River State Park tell us that this is their 3rd eagle rescue, but the first just in time for Independence Day.
It was just pure excitement. When the Ranger Christina came into the Nature Center, she was like, "Do you want to go rescue a bald eagle?" It was just instant excitement. And we grabbed the supplies that we needed, and I don't think I stopped smiling all day from beginning to end.
Officials say that the biggest threat to bald eagles is human behavior, like getting hit by a car or fishing with a lead weight.
One of America's national symbols is recovering after a frightening incident. A bald eagle was rescued from a canal in Florida where he fell after a close encounter with a power line.
When we got him out, we realized that he had been burned, feathers all over his body, from his head, both wings, his body, his tail, were just singed.
The bird is being treated, and rescuers are hopeful.
He appears to be holding both of his wings okay. He's walking around his enclosure right now. He's eating, so that's all great news.
But the eagle's rehabilitation may take years.
We have to wait till all of his feathers molt and grow in fresh feathers before he can be released, or before we can tell if he'll be able to fly again.
Rescuers named the bird Icarus, after the character from Greek mythology who was burned after flying too close to the sun.
Birds here in western New York spent the 4th of July fighting to keep a bald eagle alive. It was near death when it was rescued close to a cottage on Lake Ontario. News 4's Christy Curran spoke to wildlife officials today about how the bird is doing tonight. Christy?
Jackie, the bald eagle is the national bird of the U.S., and in this case, one was found seriously hurt just days before the 4th of July. Wildlife experts with the SPCA of Erie County say a family on vacation called the department late Sunday night, saying the bird needed to be rescued near a cottage on Lake Ontario. The family said it had fallen down and couldn't get back up. Experts believe it's a young bird, about a year old, and they think it's likely a male because of its size. Right now, I'm told the bird is in critical condition and was barely able to stand until today. Still, they say its condition is improving, and they're testing for things like West Nile.
There's all sorts of reasons that a bird could get sick, but right now it's in really good hands. We're basically keeping the bird alive and giving it supportive care, giving it pain meds and vitamins.
Aww.
The structure was designed for fun, but fun is the last thing this bald eagle is having.
Probably wasn't so fun for the eagle, but it was like, when do you ever get that close to something so amazing? So it was just such a Canadian kind of thing to happen.
Candace Rawson is talking about a bald eagle that became entrapped in her family's trampoline enclosure in Royston after falling out of the sky in a life and death battle with another eagle.
And they were spiraling towards the ground, and I guess it looked like the bigger eagle kind of almost forced the smaller one into that trampoline.
Come on out, buddy.
Dazed and confused, the eagle was trying to get out of the enclosure without success until Candace's father set it free.
I don't know if it could see the net, but it kept flying into the net. And my dad said the power you could feel when it hit with the net every time. It was so amazing, but they were worried they didn't want the bird to hurt itself.
The encounter may have been unusual, but according to avian rescuers, mid-air battles are common during their breeding season.
A couple of months ago, we started seeing it in Comox, and very serious aggression where eagles were actually being killed in the fights, where we'd recover them, and they're damaged so badly we had to humanely euthanize.
And a word of caution to not approach the eagles if they do make it to the ground and are still locked in their death grips.
Territorial, they don't see any threat to you, but if they were in the middle of a fight, I'd be pretty leery without training to approach them, because if you get tangled up into that lock, and now they're treating you like an eagle and they're locked on and they don't want to let go as well.
A simple unzipping of the enclosure is all it took to get this eagle back into flight.